Hey guys, Wednesday, August 14th, 2024, US session closed. Let's see what the Black Widow did today. As you can see, we got this nice pop on Wednesday. I knew there was something going to happen on Wednesday. I just didn't know what it was going to be. I know volatility was going to increase, but looking at Gann's technique, I was thinking more on the bullish side, just because of this one combination. But I was expecting maybe a bigger move higher and not like to like 225 and then pull back. That kind of surprised me. Interesting price action. I'll just leave it at that. We're above the anchored VWAP as of now, 219, above value area low, 211. Bulls showed up on Wednesday, so that's good. Simple glance chart on the weekly chart. The MACD is positive, but that's subject to change. We got to wait for a close. And you know how the Black Widow is. She'll play tricks and then she'll, slam it down and this signal will disappear. Let's focus on the daily. So far, everything's looking good. Trend is up. Hekanashis are open candle. Trend candles are white. Mobile's green. You got the 100 right here around 225. That 225 is a strong level. When I say 100, is the 100 moving average. You got the 200, you got the 50. We're already above the 20, which is the yellow. This is an area of concern. I'll be watching if we get a nice pop or a nice rally this week. But so far right here in the Ichimoku cloud, or you could call it the cloud, 225, it's already giving you clues, so you don't even need Gann or anything like that. You can just follow the cloud and it's telling you this is going to be a resistance level and this is going to be a big resistance level, which is 237. So you want to keep an eye on those two levels. So far, this one is being resistance until we get to penetrate the moving averages and the cloud. In regards to geometry, so far this angle has been holding. I want to see if we could get to kiss this angle here. But this price action is interesting. I don't know. Maybe it was one of those things where it just popped just for today. I mean, the theory was something had to do with it today, but I was expecting more of a bigger move. So far, pulling back. You got the 75% there. So let's see if that continues. FT level penetrated it, but now pushed below. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. If it was it should have like be up on here and kind of going sideways on top of this and then move into 238. But nah. Black Widow's going to do what she's going to do. What concerns me, and I lose sleep, wake up sometimes sweating. I wake up my wife and I'm like, oh, do we feel the gap? She's like, honey, go to bed. You're just dreaming, not gas. I'm joking. It doesn't happen like that. But it does, I do have it in the back of my mind. Can the Black Widow just go like this and now trap all the bulls and now fill this gap and go? I don't know. She's in that spot where she could go either way. She could, get all the early bears and squeeze them out here because, you got to pivot here. She's like teasing it. And there's a lot of liquidity here, a lot of shorts. And then just, explode and hit all those stops. Or she's teasing all the bulls, which is me, and getting us to like be buying the dips. And one, she's going to go and get us all. So it's one of those things that, you gotta be vigilant. That's the word. Be very, very vigilant. Let's look at trend line. I didn't look at my other trend line. So far, we're good here. Let's look at our other trend line on a log scale chart. I want to see what the log guys are watching. Yeah, we're good. We're still having a tough time on this red one right here. But so far, the green one is about, it's just becoming tighter and tighter. So the Black Widow is going to have to decide what she's really going to do. But once she reveals where she wants to go, you're going to see it with high volume and a big direction, either up or down. My SO, this is the date I'm watching. which is the 19th. That's to 2/3 from the 611 high. So far, this worked. Can this be now the turning point down? Or maybe this one? We'll see. We got to watch price action. And my swing chart. This one is the one I was looking at for like increased volatility. And it was going to be right in between here. So we'll see. I got the 17 coming up. And then it goes all the way to the 5th of September. So let's see. In regards to the yearly pivot, so far this one has been holding, and that moving average, the 50's holding as resistance. Nothing there. That's the yearly pivot using a weekly. This is the daily using the monthly. So far, line in the sand in regards to the month is 229. And we just doing all these little wicks. So weird. Here, there's a support here as of right now, 222. And you know, we went all the way down here to at least this, I think it's the 25% or the 75. 214 and went as low as 213, right? Yep. So this was a good support. If this fails, this is going to be your next one on the bigger time frames, 206. So far, mobiles are positive. Stokes are getting choppy. Look at that snap back up. But so far, they're still on the top range. So, I mean, we could be here for a while, but we'll see. I don't want to be there just sideways. I want to go higher. Looking at the 4-hour on the weekly pivots, you were chopping around the 50 moving average and got this pop. And the mobile showed it right there, but look, like now it's now trying to dig in again. So as long as we could hold that moving average and that 218, which is the 270 degree square of 9, we should be groovy to like sideways grinding higher. If the models are going to work, watch just the last week of August, because that's when it gets a little toppy. But I want to see. Look at this move. This is on the 1 hour. What is it, 8 a.m.? They popped it at 8 a.m. all the way to 227 in the U.S. session. And by like 10, they started going sideways to lower. And you're somewhere around 222. So this is the line in the sand for the U.S. session and the overnight, 221. We need to hold that, you know, whatever we do, and then continue from here or in the overnight. But we need to hold this now. And you also have the moving average 218, the 200, and you got also the 25%, which is 217. So this is going to be a nice area support in this one. If these fail and this fails, then obviously you got your low of 214. That's the number I've been talking around, in 213, this area right here. So let's say if she's going to slam it, targets to the downside, she's going to go to 210 all the way to 207 for tomorrow. And if she's going to pop, targets to the upside will be 230 to 234. Boom, boom, or just boom. Who knows? But it's very tricky what she's doing. She's acting like she doesn't really want to grind higher and doesn't really want to sell. And it's kind of like a pattern. It's like she's doing this. I don't know if it's on purpose. And then in one, she's going to decide where she's going to go and strike. Hit all the stops and get liquidity. Because right now, this is the sweet spot. So there's a bunch of, stops up here, a bunch of bears short, and a bunch of us long down here with stops. And she's just doing her thing. That's what she's doing. And I thought today it was going to go like this, pull back, not minor, like a minor, or, when it's really bullish, it just goes up and then it just goes sideways like that. And then somewhere in the overnight, boom, and it continues to leg higher. That's kind of like I was thinking that was going to happen, but It didn't play out like that. I'm not going to bother. Should I bother with the square 9? Do you guys like the square 9? Or you think it's just, you think it's a woo-woo, the woo-woo magic thing? Am I silly today? I think I'm silly. It's not woo-woo magic. You know, this, I think they say Gann found this in India. And he learned this from the Indian, not the Indians, the people from India. That's the theory. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. Wherever this thing came from, you know, they say that Gann used to go to the pits and he had this thing in his pocket. How to use it? It's a mystery. I don't know if he ever even explained it well, what he did with this. He just talked about it in his very cryptic way of writing, you know. He's like, yeah, you know, it's the square of 9 and there's these odds and even numbers, you know, and it's just kind of very cryptic. So you have to like be like an Inspector Gadget or a Sherlock Holmes or like a detective and try to even decode anything with this kind of thing. So I got some things I've learned and some things I haven't shared here, but whatever I show here is because that's like the basic. That's something you should probably learn, and it should help you with your trading. 227. Boom. Look at that. And we went all the way down to 214. 214 relates to 194, April 14 low. So we're always vibrating down here. We're stalling. You can always look at 152's 212. You can always look at 205, relates to 152. And remember, you got a 315 high, so you can always watch out for 219 and 218. And we're already at 222. 218 needs to hold if we're going to be kind of chopping around, if the Black Widow is going to be going like this. But if she's going to, you know, shoot for liquidity, she's probably going to take out 218 and get down to 211. And then maybe even push lower to get more liquidity. But if she's going to continue pushing higher, she'll go to 227 and then go all the way to 233. My kids are home. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on that gas.